Hey, coach, so happy you found us. First of all, subscribe and like so you get these. We put these up every day. Second thing is make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. Be everything you need to become a better basketball coach. Go over and check it out. It's a community. We just got off an hour and a half call just talking hoops, sharing ideas. Nothing else like it. You get my personal email address. You will love it. Go over and check it out. Let's head off to the video.
Hey, Coach, this is Coach Van back again with Next Play Hoops. And today we're going to be going over the UCLA Offensive Playbook. This is a series of plays that comes from the high 1-4 alignment and obviously was made famous from Coach John Wooden back in the day with the old championship UCLA teams. You don't see it as much today. I'm not sure exactly why, but I love it. I've always run it. It's in every single playbook every year that I put together, and it's extremely effective. I love it because you can number one, it spreads the floor. It gets the opponent's bigs away from the hoop. It allows for some driving lanes on the baseline, but there's just a multitude of different plays and actions and things that you can do out of the alignment that can keep the defense on its toes to never know what's coming. And we can run some AI Iverson action out of it. We can have some multiple back screen, ball screen actions out of it. And it's just, it's an offense that we really like. So anyways, we're going to dive in again, just really quick. This is in the series playbook. It's also in the Unscoutable offensive playbook. But if you're just looking for everything high 1-4 UCLA, this is your book. It has over 215 pages in it. We give you over 55 different plays and quick hitters that you can run out of UCLA. We also give you 12 different UCLA entry plays. These entry plays can get you into different continuity offenses that you might run with your offense. And we also give you over 100 pages of drills and to break down the UCLA offense as well, because you can really, when you really get good at this and some of the actions, and I'll show you kind of an example of this here shortly. But if your team really gets good, you can almost play a 3-man game on one side of the floor and just go off of reads. And it can be really effective. And we give you some drills to kind of talk about that as well. So first off, we're just going to go over the table of contents. Again, UCLA plays, that's the first section of the book, and then we get it right into the UCLA drills. One of the actions that we do run is the AI Iverson action. So we give you some drills to break that down. We call it over-under as well. You'll see down here, we actually have some over-under action drills. We have some DCU loop action drills. Again, these are all our terminology and vocabulary. You'll learn that with the book. Our DCU is just a dribble entry with a circle or a loop, or some people call it zipper action that goes into a pick and roll, which we call Utah. Our over under is kind of an Iverson, where one guy goes over the double screen like an Iverson action, where the other guy is going under. And then we have some UCLA entry plays we give you. So that's kind of the table of contents there, but let's dive into the diagrams, and I'll blow this up so everybody can have a better look at it. This is our basic UCLA play. And you can see what I mean here. It's a high 1-4. You got the basic pass here to the wing, and then you got the UCLA cut off the back screen here by number 5. Now, our first look is to 1. And if 5 sets a really good pick, we might get that once or twice a game. If 5 sets a really good pick, but we don't have number 1, that means X5 is going to have to help on number 1. And then number 5, if he's a stretch 5 or a stretch 4, we'll pass the ball to 5, and that could be a shot as well if he sets a really good pick. Now, 4 and 2 can space, or they can do whatever they want over here. You can have them interchange, trying to occupy the weak side defense. But this is your 3-man game. This is where you got the triangle. You got 1, 5, and 3. So if 3 passes here to 5, 3 can set a down screen, and then 1 can pop. If they're switching, 3 could look for the slip there. But you can do a multitude of different things. I mean, 5 could hit 1, and if 5 hits 1, 3 could come up and set a back screen. 5 can set a down screen for 3. You can basically there's a multitude of different actions you could do at just the 3-side game over here. But in UCLA, this is the basic. 5 will now look to hit 1, and then 5's going to sprint into a ball screen. 3, after their down screen, is now going to come off a double stagger by 4 and 2. Now, this is key here. 1 comes off the ball screen and can look for 3, and 3 will be open a lot of times here, but we might have 4 on the slip if X4 is coming off to step up and help on 3. So that's a read, possibly. And then passing to 3 is also another read. Now, here's the extra pass. What happens a lot of times is we want to make sure that 2 really gets out, especially against a zone. And that's the great thing about some of these UCLA plays. They can also work against a zone defense, whether it's a 2-3 or a 3-2. And when we do that, and if 3 doesn't have a shot once we pass the ball to 3, we can make that one more pass to number 2, and that is wide open in the corner. So that's our UCLA. Now, if you look at UCLA 2, it's the exact same play, except this time, number 1 is going to come through off the UCLA pick, and then number 1's going to come off the double screen. He's not going to come off the pin down here. So very similar. It's basically the same exact play with just a minor tweak. So it's very, very easy for you to be able to call UCLA 1 and UCLA 2. I'm going to give you a look at one more here, UCLA 3. This is one of my favorite plays. Now, if you see that X5 is helping off this UCLA screen here by number 1, and he's really backing off to make sure we don't give up that lane because maybe they've already given up a pass to number 1 for a wide open lane on that UCLA cut, then you're going to call UCLA 3. And the reason is because X5 has to drop into here, and then what happens is number 5 is immediately going to set in that ball screen. So it's going to be a back screen, ball screen, and the defense, X5 is out of position to be able to help on this. So when 3 comes off this ball screen, that could be a wide open shot. But if we don't have that shot, you got 5 rolling and you got 1 coming off the double stagger screen. You got 2 pop in the corner. You might have 4 slip. A lot of options you can run. And that's just 3 different UCLA plays and options that I'm giving you for you to take a look at. But again, there's over 55 different plays that we give you from UCLA action. And we'll kind of scroll down so you can take a look. Here's all of our UCLA action drills. And I'll go here and give you an example of one drill that we like to do. And this is the 3-on-3 on the one side. And we'll use a coach here, and we just play here on 2/3 of the court, and it's just a 3-man game on half. We don't like our players to be able to switch right off the get. You can see here we got a dribble entry with a loop action, but we basically are just teaching our players how to just play in a 3-man game on one side of the floor, and they can pass the ball to coach at any time, once or twice. And it's just basically we're playing live. But all drills are color coded, very easy for you to decipher who the defense is, who the offense is, what pass is being made, all those things. Each drill, we give teaching points and descriptions under every single frame. And the cool thing about this is you can print these drills, you can print these plays, you can bring them to practice, you can give them to your assistant coaches, you can take them to a game, they work on your iPad, your iPhone, what have you. And if you're ever confused or not sure what action to do, and you have it at practice, and you can quickly reference it, which is cool. So that's just kind of gives you an idea what all the drills look like. But let's go ahead and scroll through the rest of the book so everybody can see. Here's our AI Iverson action drills. We got shooting drills, passing drills, our GCU loop action drills, our over-under action drills. And then here's some UCLA entry plays. Like I said before, they can get you into different things, whether it's if you run the 3-out 2-in Kansas offense, or some 5 wide or 21, or your Euro ball screen. You can run some of these plays to get into your continuity. So again, 216 pages of plays out of our UCLA offense. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can email me at coachvan@nextplayhoops.com, and we'll see you at the next video.
Hey, Coach, so happy you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe and like. Go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.